The performance?
Yeah, that's beforehand you're looking for a performance or a result, and we're looking for a bit of both. We ended up with both, which was great, but I think performance-wise, I thought we played well so early in the season, so it's still an awful lot of work to do, but I think playing the way we played to score 26 points was great. So overall, happy enough, yeah.
But an important win for Galway as well, having beaten Limerick since 2017.
Yeah, it's only been brought up today. It isn't something that we discussed at all as a group or with the players. Maybe they had it in their heads themselves, but it's not something that we discussed at all. I suppose the nature of the competitions this year, we've got 5 league games in 6 weeks, 3-week break, and then championship. So you're really going from week to week, and we're focusing immediately now on tip on Saturday. Is a very short turnaround, half one throw in as well. So really short turnaround. So we have to get guys right for that.
And they badly need a win after 2 draws as well, Tipperary. So they're going to be right up for it.
Oh, I'm sure they'll be up for it, all right. Absolutely, yeah. I think it's the nature of the league. You can see there with results in the matches there today as well. They're all very tight. So all the games are tough.
Limerick, I guess, has been built up that kind of aura over the last year in particular. They must be pleased maybe to put a dent in that.
Yeah, we weren't out to put a dent in Limerick at all. We were out to, just as we said earlier, to perform, and if we got a win, fantastic, and it is great to get the win. We've played 2 matches, 100% record so far, so that's what we're going to try and continue doing next week if we can. But again, if we perform exceptionally well and we don't quite get the win, we're not too bothered, because it's all preparation for the championship as far as we're concerned.
I guess this big risk reward kind of going toe to toe with Limerick, is that the way you view it as well, and trying to kind of push up, because a lot of teams, I guess, sit back and maybe let them play out from the back?
Again, we weren't looking at Limerick, we were looking at ourselves and see how we would get the most out of our players. I thought some of the movement and the striking of the forwards was excellent, and I thought the backs were really tight and defended aggressively, which was great.
Is David Barker all right?
He just had a bit of a hamstring. He actually called it himself, so I haven't a clue how serious or not it is, but he actually called it himself.
And Joe Canning being back, I guess, as well, must be...
Yeah, he looked sharp, to be honest with you. So we thought just playing him out in the middle of the field there today, once he got up and running, just to have a small bit of freedom, so he was excellent, yeah.
Just a word about Evan Nyland. I mean, that's some shooting, 2nd week in a row as well.
Yeah, I didn't hear his stats on what he actually scored, but he's very, very accurate. I think he'd one at the end there that he missed, but overall extremely accurate, fabulous striker of the ball. 14. Very good.
Shane, I suppose a day you'd really love a crowd to be in here. A big game against the All-Ireland champions. We saw on television yesterday the FA Cup, and it looked great to see fans back. Are you hopeful maybe at some point later in the summer you'll see some sort of fans back in capacity?
Well, we would be hopeful, all right. I would say, well, hopefully by championship, and if it doesn't, you'd expect maybe once, maybe for the provincial finals, if you get there. So again, look, it's fingers crossed, and it's in the hands of the powers that be, and we just have to see. Okay. Thanks.
Thank you.